Today, we talked mental illness
RHS Volleyball wins their first home opener.
and much more.
We are RHS.
And we are on the air.
I'm Deontay Gabbard.
And I'm Scout Wampler. As students, stress and anxiety may be a daily part of our lives, but sometimes that stress and anxiety could be a sign of much more mental illness.
In 2017, 8.5 million Americans were reportedly diagnosed with a form of mental illness, yet only 19% received appropriate treatment. What makes this statistic true? Why are so many people avoiding treatment? Although the reasons may vary, one that makes the top of the list are surrounding stigmas that overshadow these illnesses and disorders. Are these terms interchangeable? What can be done to lighten these burdening stereotypes? RHS teachers have answers.
I don't know that there is a difference between an illness and a disorder. I mean, in both cases, it's something that gets in the way of your functioning to reach your highest potential.
Like the idea of a disorder is that it's temporary, and that's what it started like. Oh, you can get, you can heal from it, and I think you can, let's say, grow from it. But I know that, like, the idea of an illness is that it sticks around and it's there for a long time, I guess. That's what the idea is with PTSD, it's kind of went to the idea of, okay, just go get some therapy and you'll be okay. Whereas it's a thing that sticks around. It's a thing that constantly requires work and requires therapy for.
And I think that the stigma comes from a lot of different places, in a lot of our, culture in the United States. I know this happened even accidentally in my own home. I was taught that it's rude or not appropriate to talk about your problems with strangers. Like, those are things that you talk about with your family. That really did put a stigma on me from thinking like that I shouldn't go to counseling, or that wasn't for me, or that wouldn't be like a good place for me. And I even felt that because, I did try counseling for a little while, and it really made me uncomfortable because I didn't feel like I could trust like the person who was sitting across from me.
Like, I can even think about 10, 12 years ago when, like, I was diagnosed with my own stuff, that I fought it. Like, I was pretty much on the verge of homelessness and different addictions, trying to get around it without having to ever admit it. And I've dealt with others, especially veteran community, of, there's the whole tough guy persona. And I've dealt with a lot in males that you have that traditional idea of, like, being tough. And in my world, it's led to suicides and that sort of thing, because instead of admitting it and wanting that stigma and potentially it following you, as some claim, that they don't seek help.
So it's not just the individual being open, it also takes everybody else to be accepting. And so we're all familiar with just the intensity that bullying can sometimes reach, and mental illness is one other thing that people sometimes bully on. And so those of us who are in positions to stop bullying, we have to be really attentive to that, right? We have to be sympathetic and caring about the people who might have a mental illness, or maybe they're just having a bad day, but we also have to be really firm with anybody else about not bullying.
With the clients that we work with, we have things in play to protect their rights, of course, but anybody that finds out that they're maybe in services, people may think or view them differently. And there shouldn't be, because at the end of the day, they're all people. We all go through something, and it's just a matter of finding the right resources to help us through that time.
So I think a lot of it is generally just being more accepting, like at an individual level, because that's how you get societal change, as an individual level. For personally, and everyone's different, is to being open about it, because I come off as like the big tough guy with tattoos and I'm big and all that stuff, and then when I'm like, oh, I've dealt with my own different disorder or illness, and then be able to open up that way to say, hey, we can talk about this. And I think a lot of it just comes down to just norms in society of, is it okay for even men to say I love you out loud, to get past the whole tough guy persona, to be able to admit that there is something going on and I need help.
I can say firsthand, from what I've been at the school, we are doing everything we can to ensure that everybody has the opportunity just to talk to somebody. If you're having a bad day, our offices are right upstairs. If you need somebody, just an ear to listen to, we're here.
If you need help, remember the Centerstone counselors are upstairs in the attendance office. For On the Air, I'm Savannah Adams.
Another week, another look at some great things going on in classes around RHS.
And now we have a special look at more of our new teachers at RHS.
Hi, my name is Kate Hogg. I teach English to ninth graders and Honors English 10 as well. My favorite thing to do to get ready to teach a fun day is to listen to old school rap music or weave really quickly in and out of traffic going down the street on the way to the high school.
What's your go-to teacher outfit?
Obviously, this peace shirt is my go-to teacher outfit. I like to have a peaceful environment in my room. I like to spread positive vibes. So anything that I can find in my closet really quickly. The question was, what extracurricular things get me lit? That's really interesting. I like to light fires in my backyard and hang with friends. I love to read books because they're really lit and you can learn about humans by reading them, which is really cool, the human experience. And I like hanging out with my kids and my family.
My name is Miss Cook, and I teach English 9, English 10, and Honors English 9. To teach a fun day of school, I wake up, I like to blast some Lizzo, get myself in a positive mindset on my ride here. So I'm already in a good mood by the time I see everybody. My go-to teacher outfit, I suppose, would be a nice set of dress capris, some flats, and maybe a flowy white shirt. What extracurricular gets me lit? I am the cheer advisor at TESS, so cheerleading definitely gets me lit.
Hi there, I'm Jeremy Richardson. I'm a student teacher with Mr. Capps. We teach government as well as world history. I love teaching kids, just being able to help people to understand important things to help them to be successful adults.
I'm Sarah Ainsworth, and I'm the English learner teacher.
So how do you get ready to teach a fun day at school?
Morning routine, I guess, kind of includes just probably, like, especially after the announcements, the time of quiet or prayer. I do, pray for my students, and that helps me. My go-to teacher outfit. So, like, if I could pick what I could wear.
Or what you
Right.
wear for every day when you're getting ready.
Comfy shoes.
Comfy shoes.
Comfy pants. I don't often wear dresses. Sometimes. And have a little bit of color. I try to have a little bit of color. Extracurricular that gets me lit would be band. I was a bandy. I played clarinet, so that would be what I really like to do. Singing too, even though I wasn't in the choir in high school, I love to sing.
And sports, our RHS volleyball team took on Winchester on their home opener Wednesday. The Red Devils won 3-1, and here's a look at a few highlights.
As we wrap up sports, we want to wish all the sports teams in action over the weekend good luck, especially our girls golf team who's 4-0 heading into the Connersville Invitational tomorrow.
And the Arches football team have their home opener tonight. Make sure you get out tonight to support the Richmond Red Devils. Also remember, it's Red Devil Pride Night for the Bleacher Creatures.
Hey, this is George from the Bleacher Creatures.
And this is Coral. Football game this Friday. We'd love to see you all come out to the tailgate at 6, and the game is at 7. The theme is Red Devil Pride.
And this Saturday at 9 a.m., the Richmond Cross Country team will be making their lone meet at home this season, so we'd love it if you could all come out and support our running Red Devils.
That's all for our show.
For On the Air, I'm Scott Wampler.
And I'm Deontay Geiger.
Have a great weekend.